I recently woke up to dirty and unsafe water in my stateroom on board the billion-dollar Celebrity Edge. Find out how Celebrity handled this situation as we begin our day in Cairns, Australia, where I go deep into the jungle and even have a face-to-face encounter with the menacing cassowary bird in the Rainforest of Queensland.
Just turned my shower on to take a shower, and why is the water brown? Can you see that? Disgusting. It's like it doesn't come through well in the video, but that water is like a weird color. There's stuff in it. There's a lot of like debris in it. You can see very fine debris. See that? It's like all in the water here. I'm not getting in that. You can actually see now that I've cut the shower off. See all the detritus left behind. I'm gonna have to call downstairs and check that out because I don't trust the water now. So I've just called down to guest services and asked them, like, is there an issue with the water? And she said, yeah, there's a mainline issue it's affecting the whole ship right now. I was like, are you gonna make an announcement, or how will we know when it's better? She was like, no, we don't make announcements on stuff about the water. And I'm like, you definitely should, because I don't know that people should be getting in the shower with all that like detritus coming down, you know, like it's like all in the bottom of the bathtub now, and I only ran the water for a couple minutes. It sort of started off, it looked kind of pink, and then it got more gray. So I don't know what's in that water, and I just am kind of shocked that they didn't make some kind of announcement or let folks know, other than discovering it when you turn on the shower. But glad I looked at the water before I got in the shower. But anyway, hello, continuing our vlog series here on board Celebrity Edge, and it's starting off very exciting today. Today we're still here in Cairns, Australia. I'm actually going on an excursion, and we're going to Coranda, which is supposed to be a really cool place. I did post about the water situation on the Facebook group for this cruise, because there's like 800 of the guests on that Facebook group, and just wanted to let folks know. And other folks were reporting that they didn't have like any water at all in their rooms. So it seems like a bigger issue around the ship. Of course, main water line, of course it's impacting the entire ship, but it seems like it was a lot more than just the water being dirty. Some people didn't have water, some people didn't even have hot water. I also wanted to say, while we're talking about kind of maybe things being wrong with this ship, and I just got a whiff of it back here, this ship stinks. Like, there are certain places you can be out on the pool deck, being the main one. I was just right back here on the walking track. You can walk down some of the hallways. Sometimes there's just this like sewage almost smell, like trash, like rotted trash, sewage type smell. And I smell it a lot. I'm smelling it right now. I'm not sure what's up with the edge or why that smell is, but it's very common as you walk around the ship to just kind of get this like very unpleasant whiff of something. Yeah, the edge, it's just smelly, and I don't know why. So now made it to the little village of Coranda, and we did come up quite a bit into the Coranda range. So, you know, where the ship and the shore and everything back there were, of course, at sea level. We're high above that now. We're actually in the jungle, and it's really humid here. It's really cool to be in like the tropical rainforest environment. We're just gonna walk around. We have like an hour and a half actually to check out Coranda before we go on to the next thing. We're actually gonna get out in the jungle in just a little bit at our next stop. So just walked through the village to come down to the railway station, and I was supposed to have an excursion that brought the railway up. The railway is a big thing to do here, but because of Cyclone Jasper, which hit the area in December of 2023, it actually destroyed a lot of the railway. So you can't do that anymore. But this is actually the railway station. Maybe you're watching this visiting another time when you can take the railway. This is the railway station here. It brings you up to Coranda. Fortunately, no longer goes, at least doesn't go all the way to Cairns. It might be operational in some capacity or another. And actually, if you cross over the platform, you can keep walking and get down here to the river. This is the Barren River. You can walk right down there. It says there's a riverboat, but I'm not walking down there. They warned us yesterday not to be near the water. That's a big thing here, not to be right up next to the water, I guess, because you never know how many crocodile might be in that water. You can't, just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not lurking out there. So we're not going any closer to the water than this. So I mentioned the train, and of course we got up here by bus. There's also the Skyrail that you can take. The Skyrail, I think it's about a 45-minute each way ride. But the cool thing about it was this is our protected World Heritage Rainforest. So they built it in the 90s, the mid 90s, about 1995, using helicopters. So they brought the helicopters and put in each of the pieces of the sky lift all the way up here to Coranda, and it didn't disturb the trees. They didn't have to cut down any trees. So really cool just to see, like, kind of a modern marvel, you know, them putting up the Skyrail all the way up here. Just back to the room after my day out in Cairns. I did send off some laundry this morning, a bag full of laundry, because this is midway through the trip. I always do laundry. I bring one carry-on for the entire trip, and then midway through I'll do my laundry. I left this morning, y'all, when I left here at 9 o'clock. It's 5:07 right now. I don't know when this was returned, but this is all my laundry so fast. I did this using my Elite benefit. You get a free bag of laundry throughout your cruise with Elite. So I always try to do laundry, like I said, once through the cruise, but I've never had it done this fast. I was not expecting it back till maybe tomorrow. I did select the same day service, but I did not think it was this fast. So kudos to Celebrity for that. And while we're talking about kudos, let's see if they get kudos for the water situation. Whoop. Let's turn the shower on. They did clean the bathtub out, but let's see if the water is running any clearer now. It looks pretty clear. I didn't really do a lot of narration today because there was a lot of seeing stuff, but I did want to tell you that the excursion I did was the Coranda and Aboriginal experience with army ducks, and I think it was about $150. I booked it directly through Celebrity. It was a good excursion if you're coming and want to book that through Celebrity. Shortly after I filmed that last clip, I got a call from guest services, and guest services said they wanted to know if everything was fine. I said, yeah, the water seems fine now. And they apologized, and they said, your room steward's going to bring you a bottle of wine as a goodwill gesture. We're deeply sorry for what happened. So that was cool, I guess, that they wanted to, make sure that everything was made up and that everything was fine now. So I will give them kudos for that. Good evening. It's now time to go to dinner. And for dinner tonight, I'm going to do something different. We're about in the middle of the cruise now. And as great as Luminae is, it kind of gets exhausting night after night after night. So one of the perks of being in Aqua Sky Suite, you get to go to Blue Restaurant. Blue Restaurant, as I've told you many times if you watch my videos, one of my favorite places to eat on any Celebrity ship. So I think I'm going to go to Blue tonight and eat in Blue just to change up the scenery a little bit, have a different dining environment, and different food options. I did go to dinner in Blue, and that was great. The service was great. I had the veggie spring rolls, which was really good. The sauce they have with those is just fantastic. And then for my main, I went with the Beyond Meat burger, and that was so good. I love Beyond Meat. I've had it at home quite a bit. The hamburger, usually that's my tradition on like a Friday night, is to have like a Beyond Meat burger. So I was like, you know what? I know they have that in Blue. I'm going to get that tonight, and that was good. And then for dessert, I had the apple tart, and that was good as well. So a fantastic night in Blue. I'm going to bid you a good night. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.